Hey folks, Mobile Geezer back with this week's installment of Geezer Bits for Sunday, February 25th, 2018. So I'll go to the glasses today because I've got a lot of reading to do. So, as all of you know, or as most of you probably know, Mobile World Congress officially starts, I believe, the day after tomorrow, but it actually started today, and we'll start with the big boy. Samsung had its Unpacked event in Barcelona, and they've announced the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. So we'll just go over some of the highlights. The S9 has one rear camera. The S9 Plus has two rear cameras, one wide angle and one telephoto. Both have OIS built in. Both S9s, I believe, have dual speakers, one at the bottom and one forward facing. And another big thing they pointed out, slow motion has gone from 240 frames per second on the S8 to 960 frames per second on the Galaxy S9, so that's pretty awesome. Also, you can create your own emoji with AR emoji. Those are the highlights that I picked up from the presentation, and the colors that are coming to the U.S. are midnight black, lilac purple, and coral blue. There's also a titanium gray that's not coming to the U.S. at the moment. Maybe in the future, we'll see. United States pre-orders begin on March 2nd for a March 16th release. As for pricing in the United States, if you buy directly from Samsung, the S9 is $719.99. The Plus is $839.99. From AT&T, S9 $790, S9 Plus $915. From Verizon, S9 $790 again. S9 Plus, again, $915. For T-Mobile, $720 for the S9, $840 for the S9 Plus. So that's a bit of a savings there for T-Mobile users. And at Sprint, $792 for the S9 and $912 for the S9 Plus. So those are the prices that I've got. As you know, this year I'm concentrating on budget and mid-range phones, so I probably won't be picking Galaxy S9 up anytime soon, although who knows what happens down the road. My next bit of news, again, today LG announced the V30S, which is basically a V30 with more RAM, more storage, and some new AI camera software. That's about it. Nokia also announced the Nokia 8 Sirocco. That's the flagship. The Nokia 7 Plus. That's the mid-ranger. The Nokia 6 2018, which is, I guess, the update of last year's Nokia 6. And the Nokia 1 entry-level phone. All are Android One phones. And I think for Android One phones, some of the prices are going to be a bit high compared to what Android One phones have been in the past. But as far as I can tell, none of these are for U.S. release, so I guess you'll have to import them. But of course, you can look up that information out on the web. But if you do import them, as far as I can tell, Android One devices run with U.S. bands okay, at least some U.S. bands. So I think with any of those phones, you should probably be okay importing them. Next thing I have is Alcatel announced the Alcatel 1X, the Alcatel 3 line, which is a 3 and a 3V and a 3X, and an Alcatel 5. All of them have an 18:9 aspect ratio, so I think they're the first ones that have a full line with the 2-to-1 aspect ratio. All are budget to low mid-range phones. Again, not sure if they're coming to the U.S. I did have the Alcatel Idol 4S a couple of years ago, and that worked fine on T-Mobile. Next thing I have is we're done with MWC news, but the other two bits that I picked up this week, AT&T announced the first cities that will receive 5G early coverage before the end of 2018 will be parts of Dallas, Atlanta, and Waco, Texas. So a lot of people think 5G is not going to be ready for prime time anytime this year, but AT&T says they'll have them out early in pieces of those cities, so we'll see how that goes. And the last thing I had for this week, HTC woes continue. HTC this week laid off some of their U.S. employees. No particular number was given, but rumor is that it was about 100 employees laid off. HTC has merged their smartphone and virtual reality business as part of reorganization. So the hope for HTC going forward is that the $1.1 billion they picked up from Google in their smartphone division deal will help them with a big comeback, and Lord knows they need one. So that's about all the news that I have for this week. Hopefully you're seeing my coverage of the Sony Xperia XA2 and my coverage of the Bernie M5. So that's it for Giza Bits for this week. As always, comments are welcome, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.